It's not going to change a thing. It is too late. Radicalism, communism, socialism, even political violence, that is the new modern radicalized Democratic Party. And there are no really mainstream Democrats left, aside from like John Fetterman, who have had the courage to stand up against the radicals, now trying to burn it all down. According to, look at this political poll, this is from Politico, a significant number of Americans now believe that political violence is okay. And a majority of both parties are bracing for a coming political assassination in our country. But that's not stopping the party of hate, the party of radicalism, from doubling down on what I have been calling dehumanizing and frankly, rhetoric that goes so beyond the pale of their political opponents, inciting even by saying Nazi, fascist, racist, Hitler, Stalin, Mussolini. And no matter what happens tomorrow, the Democratic Party has a big, big problem ahead, and it's only going to get worse.
So Grokpedia's arrival is as big as Elon's Twitter takeover. Grok isn't powered by pink-haired unemployables. It's run by AI. So there are no thumbs on the scale because there are no thumbs, period. And it terrifies Wikipedia the way a mirror frightens Katie Porter. Yeah. They're cracking as we speak. In less than a week after Grokpedia went live, Wikipedia accused it of right-wing bias. And why? Because for the first time, the mob can't edit the truth. Now, Musk challenges Wikipedia's monopoly on facts. And that's why they call it right-wing. Because these days, right-wing is what the rest of us call reality. Let's welcome tonight's guest. Halloween's over, but he's still white as a ghost. Fox News contributor Tom Shalhoub. She went from third eye blind to legally blind. Host of the Kennedy Saves the World podcast, Kennedy. In high school, he was voted most likely to be a burden on society. Actor, writer, and comedian Jamie Lissow. And after the race, marathon runners tried to give her a blanket. New York Times bestselling author and Fox News contributor Kat Tiff. Tommy, do you use Wikipedia a lot?
Oh yes, and it is it's such an unadulterated left-wing website, and that's the problem. There's so many other websites and AI, including ChatGPT, all the popular AIs, Google, ChatGPT, they rely on Wikipedia.
Yes.
And Wikipedia is that you think it's going to be good because it's like, oh, it's volunteers. But all the volunteers are complete educational hierarchy psychopaths.
Republicans don't volunteer for stuff that's useless.
Yes, exactly.
You know, you're not going to find a bunch of Republicans deciding to go work at Wikipedia.
Yeah.
They're going to do something in there. They're going to grow vegetables or something like that.
Yeah. So Grokpedia, and I love Elon because he's been going around promoting this Grokpedia on all the websites, and he's in competition, obviously, with Sam Altman from ChatGPT. Why are all the heads of these tech companies, they're such weirdos, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know, Sam Altman is like, he obviously bought ChatGPT to have someone to talk to. And, you know, Zuckerberg is like, I created a social network so that I could connect with my friends. It's like, you have no friends, obviously. And Elon, obviously my favorite guy, but he seems definitely autistic too. I mean, he's like, oh, we want to get to Mars within 10 years. Dad lets me drive in the driveway. I like the way he says yes. Yes, and yes, and yes. I love just listening to him say yes.
How about the bursting of laughter that seems to go on forever?
No, exactly.
Kennedy.
You seem like you just pleasured yourself with that guffaw, Greg.
You didn't. My hands were present the entire time, Kennedy.
Making it all the more impressive.
Kennedy, thank you. Mind. It's the power of the mind. You wouldn't believe what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
Okay. You must have a Wikipedia entry. That means you have a Grokpedia entry.
Yes.
I want people to understand, if you don't, you have to understand that Wikipedia is like, imagine somebody in high school that hated you so much. Turns out they're going to be in charge of your Wikipedia page. That's what Wikipedia is. It's the person who hates you that runs it. Is this a big deal to you, the Grokpedia?
It is a big deal because there has to be a basis for lazy journalists to turn to. And so Wikipedia was like, well, we've been powered by humans for 25 years.
Yes.
And Grokpedia is like, well, we just took everything you've ever done, and that's the basis of what we're doing. And now we're going to build on that exponentially for the next 4 weeks and have 20 trillion times more information than you ever could.
Yeah.
And if you're seeking information, that seems to be a pretty great thing. I was happy to see in Grokpedia that I am no longer romantically linked to the late Screech from Saved by the Bell, which had plagued me for quite some time.
Is that real? Was that because there's weird stuff in Wikipedia pages like that?
Yes. Was it real? We went on a date for a teen magazine back in 1993 when he was 16 years old. God rest his soul.
Yeah.
But we never romantically coupled.
Yes.
We did not kiss. We did not make body congress. There was no first, second, third base, nor did he hit a home run.
Do you think
there were no sports metaphors of any kind?
You know what? Maybe that's why he passed on.
Yes, exactly right.
I blame you for his.
Couldn't have it, so it's like.
I blame you for Screech's death. I hope that ends up in Wikipedia. You know what, Jamie? Do you have a Wikipedia page? I don't think you do. You're not famous enough. The people in this audience barely know you. In fact, that was polite applause.
And his wife is in the audience.
Yeah. You know what's weird? The audience doesn't know me, and I introduced myself to everyone moments ago. I grokked myself this afternoon.
Oh, really?
Is that what we're supposed to say? That sounds kind of dirty. It sounds like what Greg just did without his hands moments ago. This is kind of embarrassing. I went on Grokpedia and I wrote in Jamie Lissow comedy, and it said Jamie Lissow comedy does not exist. And I was like, well, it's accurate.
Did you not go to the? Did you go to the Grok AI or Grokpedia?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no idea.
Yes.
I will say though, thank goodness for like what he did with Twitter. He's doing with. There was a moment when I was younger and I thought Wikipedia was just true.
Yes.
I thought it was just like an insight. I didn't know that it was even being preyed upon by I had no idea. I remember Wikipedia, I almost died once because of Wikipedia. I was going to Florida and they go, hey, there's a bunch of alligators outside your hotel. And so I was nervous and I looked up, what do you do if you run into an alligator? I went on Wikipedia and it said you zigzag away when you see, and guess what? Alligator wrote that. Went in there and edited it. I'm all in. I'm all in. I want the Grokpedia. I would be cool with Tick Grok, whatever he wants to do next. Whenever Elon talks, I'm just like, he's so much smarter than me. I'm just like, whatever Elon says,
yes, I'll do.
I agree.
I will do. It can't be bad. It can't be bad. He's coming up with stuff. But the thing is, Kat, when you are in the media, you know when there's bias when it's written about you. And most people will look on Wikipedia for something on plumbing, and they won't know that it's wrong, but they will know if it's wrong, it's about them. But then a plumber will look on Wikipedia and go, this doesn't make any sense at all. But then read something about Kat Timpf and go, wow, I didn't know she was such a weirdo.
Yeah.
You see my point?
Yeah, I do. I went on Grokpedia and they had some inaccurate information of me up there too.
Really? What'd they say?
Well, they said that my grandparents on my dad's side are Kathleen and Cliff from Gary, Indiana. I don't know those people.
Interesting.
Maury Povich, come on out.
Perfectly nice people, I'm sure, but I don't even know where that came from.
Okay, that's a hallucination then. That's what's considered a hallucination when AI comes up with, they sometimes will just make up something.
Yeah, because my Wikipedia is pretty short. There's not a lot on it, but the Grokpedia was really, really long.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's not even close. So, and it made me text my dad and be like, Dad, did Grandma and Papa ever live in Gary, Indiana? And he was like, no.
Yeah.
So no, confirmed, not true.
Wow, well, that's interesting. All I know is that this is going to have a long impact over time on everything that we read once Wikipedia goes away, because students have relied on it, teachers have relied on it. The media has like written pieces just by pulling. I've been on interviews where I know the questions they're going to ask me because they're reading Wikipedia. It drives me crazy.
Well, you know who was the CEO of Wikipedia? Is that Catherine, the one who's the head of NPR.
Yes.
And she is famous for saying that the truth gets in the way of progress. She has speeches where she said that, and that's when she was CEO of Wikipedia, she thought the truth was an impediment and the First Amendment.
Programming note, we're days away from the most patriotic award show on television, the Fox Nation Patriot Awards. We have a huge announcement. Now I can finally tell you. First Lady of our country, Melania Trump, will be joining us live on stage this Thursday. We'll get a very important award. Also, this is going to be our biggest Patriot Award show to date. Also on the lineup, it's packed with special guests. Erica Kirk, Charlie Kirk's spouse, will be with us. Jason Aldean will be performing. There will also be brand new awards and so much more. You don't want to miss this. The few tickets that are left, go to foxnation.com/Patriot Awards. I will be your MC. I hope you can join us. You can also watch the show live this Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern on foxnation.com.
But first, breaking tonight, we're learning new details of the ISIS-inspired terror attack allegedly planned for Halloween in suburban Detroit. That reported plot was foiled by the FBI. It's a story we first brought you Friday. 2 men are in custody tonight. The details of the scheme are actually chilling. Correspondent David Spont starts us off tonight with that story. Good evening, David.
Brett, good evening. We are learning this investigation into what could have been a Halloween massacre began months ago. It involved surveillance from poll cameras and encrypted chats. 2 men appeared this afternoon in a federal courtroom in Michigan and are facing charges in what authorities say is an ISIS-inspired terror attack that, if the suspects were successful, would have likely taken place on Halloween in a Detroit suburb. Investigators say the men used the term pumpkins as a code word for a possible attack on LGBTQ bars or clubs. Mohamed Ali and Mashid Mahmoud, along with the juvenile referred to as person number 1, are accused of plotting this mass shooting. According to court documents, Ali was practicing shooting at a local gun range. There were messages between the alleged suspects about planning the attack, but of course it never happened. On Friday, authorities conducted searches in both Dearborn and nearby Inkster, Michigan. Officials moved in and recovered 3 AR-15 style rifles, 2 shotguns, 4 handguns, and more than 1,600 rounds of ammunition, GoPro cameras, tactical vests, and other gear. FBI Director Kash Patel posting on social media today in part, the FBI acted fast, followed the evidence, and likely saved countless lives. A lawyer for one of the men said this was a case of, quote, hysteria, that all male group of suspects aged 16 to 20 were role-playing computer gamers and that no terror event was planned. The DOJ thinks differently. Both men could face up to 15 years behind bars and remain behind bars with a detention hearing set for next week. The unnamed juvenile, Brett, has not been charged at this time. Back to you.